Welcome everyone. My name is Shubham Chougule. Today I am going to talk about a project that I have been working on with my project partner Paul Fernandes, which is an ebook library. This website is hosted on two Azure VMs and load balanced using application gateway. It also features Azure Personalizer to recommend books to users, and it has its own custom domain name, that is EZLibrary.online, which is registered with Namecheap. Now let's talk about the architecture describing the Azure services that we use. First, Azure VMs. The website is hosted on two Azure VMs. This provides scalability and high availability. If one VM goes down, the other VM can continue to serve traffic. Next service, Application Gateway. Application Gateway is a load balancer that distributes traffic between the two VMs. It also provides other features such as web application firewall protection and SSL offloading. Next service that we have used is web application firewall. The web application firewall protects the website from common attacks such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting, man-in-the-middle attack, etc. Another service apart from above services is DNS zone. The DNS zones the DNS zone hosts the website's DNS records. This allows users to access the website using its custom domain name, that is EZLibrary.online. Next service is Azure Personalizer. Azure Personalizer is a recommendation engine that recommends books to users based on their reading history and preferences. This helps users to discover new books that they are likely to enjoy. Lastly, we have used Recovery Service Vault. Recovery Service Vault is a critical component of the architecture as it ensures that the website can be recovered in the events of a disaster. This vault stores the backup of two Azure virtual machines. Now let's discuss about how the components work together. When a user visits the ebook library website, their request is routed to the application gateway. The application gateway then distributes the request to one of the two VMs. The VM that receives the request then generates the web page and sends it back to the user. The DNS zone ensures that the user's browser can resolve the domain name, that is easylibrary.online, to the IP address of the application gateway. Azure Personalizer monitors the user's reading history and preferences. It then uses this information to recommend books to the user. In the event of a disaster, the recovery service vault can be used to restore to Azure VMs. This will ensure that the website is up and running again as quickly as possible. The recovery process is as follows. First, the administrator selects the recovery point center, that is RPC, from the recovery services vault. Then the administrator selects the VMs that they want to restore. After that, the administrator specifies the restore target location. And lastly, the recovery service vault then restores the VMs to the specified target location. The above architecture offers a number of benefits, including first, scalability. The two VMs can be easily scaled up or down to meet the needs of the website. Second, high availability. The load balancer ensures that the website is always available even if one of the VMs goes down. Third, security. The, the web application firewall protects the website from common attacks. Fourth and last, personalization. Azure Personalizer recommends books to users based on their reading history and preferences. Here's a brief overview of how we implemented the website. We have created two Azure VMs and installed WordPress on them. After that, we created an application gateway and configured it to load balance traffic between two VMs. After that, we have created web application firewall and configured it to protect the website from common attacks. After that, we created a DNS zone in Azure and delegated its name servers to Namecheap. Then we registered domain name EZLibrary.online from Namecheap. After that, we have created Azure Personalizer service and configured it to recommend books to users. Along with it, we configured WordPress to use the Azure Personalizer service to recommend books to users. At the end, we created a recovery service vault and created a backup of both the VMs. And that's it, guys. We have now created a WordPress ebook library website using Azure services. This website allows users to read and buy ebooks, and it's hosted on two Azure VMs that are load balanced using an application gateway. The VMs are backed up using Recovery Service Vault, and the website also features an Azure personalizer to recommend books to users. Finally, the website has its domain name EZLibrary.online registered from Namecheap and its DNS zones created in Azure with its name server delegated to Namecheap. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, any doubts, please leave them in comments below.